trot. So like when you're watching her, watch his back feet, and
right.
you want his back feet, you know, coming up to the print of his front feet at least.
Right.
And so that you know that he's got it, he's connected, and that's good. Because that one's really going to move.
Yeah. And
That's good, Leslie. A little bit shorter range, just so the feel you've got is good, but have your hands more in front of you with the same feel, so your elbows are in front of you. Yeah, there, like that. Because later when you're doing transitions, if your hands are not out in front of you, they'll end up getting on their forehand because your reins are too long. But I like the feel and I like your contact. That looks really nice. This one ate a few plants on the way down. I hope they weren't something you liked. He's hungry.
yeah.
That's better.
I don't feed him.
All right, now with him, he's good. I would go ahead and do a leg gilding off of each leg, just to kind of remind him that that's part of the warm-up. And even if it's not perfect, and then when you're doing your leg gilding, if he gets crooked, just go straight for a few strides and let his body straighten out, and then ask him to move over again.
You don't want his head turned at all?
No. It'll be a little bit bent to the inside, but basically try to keep his neck parallel to the rail. And you know, you can do it off the rail or to the rail, it doesn't matter.
Did y'all talk to Becky anything about dealer?
Huh?
Did y'all talk to Becky about anything with dealer? Cause she,
No.
oh, okay.
Okay, so go up the quarter line on the other side, and then leg gill to the rail. And if he starts to move sideways, relax your legs so he knows that's what you want, and then, you know, put it on again. Now move him over. Good. Good. And then a circle. If you always kind of finish your leg gill with a circle, it kind of reminds them to engage that left hind leg. Will he care if I get on him like this?
No, I don't think so, no.
Yeah, I made it better.
Here, no, I really don't.
And then sometimes on the circle, after I've leg gilded, I'll go ahead and ask for a little bigger trot on the circle, and then slow back down. Because what's going to happen, we'll be able to go through those warm-up exercises quicker because you've been doing a good job. That's nice. And then do it again on the other side from your left leg. Like twice from each leg is enough, you know, in the beginning. Just you always want to remind him that that's part of his warm-up. Good. And the other thing you'll start to feel after you do this is he'll start to get looser in his back. So he'll start to want to flex a little bit. And when he does, keep your contact. Don't let him flex and duck behind the bit. Straighten him out. Good. And then go ahead and reverse. Shorten your range again. Keep those arms out in front of you. There you go. Good job.
I think you're going behind me.
Just scream, heads up, Daddy. And if it's a bad day, you can say, what the hell?
Man, you're the one that called me out here. I knew I was going to get in trouble first thing.
That's what they
don't
do.
do you want to
Reproduce them.
do you want to do this some,
Good.
honey?
You're doing a great job.
But yeah, but my arms are tired.
That's good. It'll get stronger as you do.
All right, good. Now do leg gilt off your right leg.
Can I go for staggering and do it like some too?
Yeah, but I like doing it over here. So you have the rail to kind of, you know what it's for? It's so you have something as a guide to know if you're parallel to it or not.
Okay.
But yeah, there's nothing wrong with doing it on the diagonal. Right now, a circle. Good. And see how his trot's getting bigger but not faster?
Yeah.
That's nice. And then do it on the other side. And after you finish this time, have circle reverse. And then I let him off. And see how he's going to stretch down? That's okay. But don't let him go past the length of rein you're telling him to have. Okay. Because what happens is their back starts getting looser, and that's good. but then sometimes they'll want to pull the reins out of your hand. So then you say, no, stay here. Good. All right, and reverse again. Which side is his harder side? Is it to the right?
Yeah.
Okay. So circle and then walk. That's right. Good. Okay, so if that's his harder side for the next week, do a couple more leg gills off that right leg than your left. But I always start with the easy one, just because that reminds them of the exercise. Okay, good. Now let him stretch out.
Every single bit of it.
A little bit smaller than before. Get your rhythm back, and then when you go up the rail, turn your body so you're looking outside the rail. Turn his head a little left, but keep his neck straight and haunches in just a little bit, which is not a true haunches in, it's leg gilding, but you know what I mean. Straight in his spine. And when you do it, keep your right leg on too, because even though your left leg is telling him to move sideways, your right leg tells him to keep the rhythm. All right, now haunches in. It's okay. Good. Perfect. Good. Straighten him. Good. And circle. Very good. And you know what? Halfway up the long side is plenty far enough. And the only thing to remember there is I do it as I'm coming back to the rail, so they're already in that position, and then I just try to keep them in that position. Okay, that was nice. And he even kept his rhythm. And the only thing you have to remember, because this is going to start becoming an issue, he's going to want to stretch and pull the reins out of your hands as you do it, because he's going to get looser. And you just give him a little half halt and make him keep his neck in front of him. His head and neck in front of him. All right, circle and then do it down the next long side. Nice trot.
Oh, yeah, it was pretty messy drag. I just couldn't get, I don't know. Sometimes I can just whip it out, and today was just not one of those days. Well, it was really, I didn't have my drag was too low for a while anyway. It's just,
Well, it looks a lot better than it did.
Yeah, it definitely.
All right, and then haunches in.
I better watch out. I don't want to get
A little more on this side. Right leg forward. Right leg on. Yep, good, 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 good. All right, straighten him out. If he does it really good, you can go ahead and straighten him out. That's good. All right, and then half circle reverse. And when you half circle, then lengthen a little bit as you're going back to the rail. Hands in front of you. Don't drop your right hand. So, hold both reins. Contact when you're lengthening on both reins. All right, good. And back to the working trot, and then circle, and then do it on the other side. And that was good from your left leg, because he's stiff going to the right. Your left leg is actually what's important there. All right, and then circle, and as you're coming back to the rail, haunches in again. Hold the reins. Don't drop your hand. Good. Straighten it back. Good. Good. Now haunches in. Keep his haunches off the rail. Yeah, like that. Yeah, good. Turn your body to the right. Yep, good. There you go. All right, and straighten him and circle. Good. So going this direction, that keeps your upper body turned right a little bit as you do it. So you turn outside the ring.
Hey Amanda, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go work him in the field, so I'm not in their way.
Oh, okay.
Unless you want me to stay in here.
No, that'll be fine, and then
Good.
well, okay, and then I'll see if he wants to do anything with him. But yeah, that would be great. Hold your martingale. Hold your martingale. Hang on to that martingale.
Over here too?
Yep, and then a haunches in and then a circle. Shorten the ring. Good. Okay, good. And then straighten him. Good. All right, go ahead and circle down there, big circle, and then inner circle in 2 point, back to the trot twice, and then do that both ways, and then we can jump.
I've never done that with him yet.
Which?
Do the haunches in.
We're not going to do it at the canter.
No, I haven't even done it at the
Oh,
trot.
that was the first time he's ever done it?
Yeah.
You know why? Have you been working on the turns on the forehand?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why, see?
I've been working on everything else. but
Okay, and
not-
see though, that's why. Because you've done all the basics. And
So
now
then,
you had something new and I didn't even know it was new.
right.
Alright, good. Go forward and circle. Stay stay on the big circle and hold the outside rein so that you're not leaning on your inside rein. That's nice. And trot. And with him, lots of canter trot because of what you told me about leaning to the inside. That's good. Canter when you got your rhythm back. Don't let your reins get long. Because when you canter, you're going to be in 2-point and then they're going to be too long. And then when you come to the trot this time, don't let him get your reins long. So you keep his pole up a little bit. Because he's going to stretch out here, so now we got to build up his rear. Good. Back to the trot, and then reverse. And lots of changes of direction, and I would canter him only on the big circle, since you told me what you said about that trouble. That means you got to strengthen him. And you're not going to make him canter a long time, he's just going to do lots of canter trot on the circle. Like that. And then you let it canter again. Good. And then one circle, back to the trot. And anytime you have a bad transition, just do it over. That's all. You don't have to really correct them, you just repeat it. That's nice. Keep the feel of both reins the same. Good. You canter again when you're ready. Make sure when you're cantering, your outside leg is back, your inside leg is at girth. When you're trotting, both legs are working when you sit. When you're walking, your legs are working alternately. That's how they know the difference. Good. Good. Nice.
Well, that's interesting, Tony.
Good trot. Good. All right. Good. We'll do one more exercise here. We'll canter, circle, lengthen down the long side, come back to the trot before the corner each direction before we finish. So you canter, circle, lengthen down the long side, trot before the corner, and then reverse and do that on both sides. Because that looked pretty good. Right leg. Yep, good. Take the leg off. Heel down. Leg. Have your legs swinging like Mom was in the video. There you go.
Were they?
Oh God, for the first step they were going like this. But I was like, trying to remember she was going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Nice. Now get him off the rail and then lengthen. Now go a little. Nice. And then trot. Okay. Reverse. Shorten your reins. If you're dropping your hand to keep your contact, the reins too long. Don't let your inside hand go down when you're turning. Turn with your elbows, remember. You never should have to move your lower arm to do anything. Think of the reins being attached to your elbows. So if you're going to pull back, you pull back with your upper arm. You're going to turn, you open your arm away from your body. Yeah, nice. And then lengthen up the long side and back to the trot. And try to give him a high halt before the trot transition so he doesn't lose his balance in the trot transition. It's squeeze, release before you do it, and then ask. And the way you ask him to trot is just move your outside leg forward so he knows we're not cantering anymore. Don't have to pull on the rein. All right, good. Now outside leg forward, and let him break into the trot. Like that. So, okay, good. All right, now circle. And now we can let him stretch down a little bit. We're going to keep contact. We're going to let the reins get longer, but we're going to keep the feel of his mouth. And keep the rhythm. Reins, no slack in the reins. And just let the reins a little longer. Yeah, good. Keep the contact. Keep the contact. You'll tell him how far he can go down. He doesn't tell you. And that's right. Stay on the circle when you're stretching him. And then reverse and do it the other direction, and then he can walk. So when you let him stretch, it's not here are the reins. You can take them out of my hand. It's here 3 inches more rein. You can go longer and lower. Yeah, nice. Yeah, beautiful. Good. And then if he doesn't stretch, move him off your inside leg and bend him and give, and he'll do it. Bend him. And that's the only time you really bend him if you need to. Yeah, like that. Good. All right, perfect. Let him walk. Okay, good job. Because, when you start to jump, you want him to be thinking next.